Peace reflections. You are over here with Tarithia. My spaceship need a tune-up. It need a little tune-up reflection. That's what took me so long. They said, damn, see how long the intro gonna be. Wait a minute, reflection. Wait a minute. I had to get my Cadillac converter together. I had to get my Cadillac converter together. Okay. Now, with that being said, hit the like and subscribe button because you are over here with my crew and you know how we do. I am straight from Mars, baby. So you have to check all of my information. Reflection. I hang my head all the way out my spaceship. Reflection. My head down there be up under the spaceship. I be trying to see what's going on as below. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, this video could be a little triggering to some people, but remember, do not pick up nothing out of this video that do not belong to you. And what you feel like do belong to you, make sure you go and do your own research. Never listen to what somebody say, especially from our reflection. Never listen to what they say wholeheartedly and just run with it. You got to go do your own research, reflection. You have to do your own research. That's why we here talking about mind manipulation. Okay. Now, with that being said, reflection, let me state the source that I got this video from. Let's turn my music down in my spaceship. I actually got this video from www.donotwatchthisfilm.com. I know, reflection. I said, I love this title. You must have good shit over here. Yes, you said don't do it, so I'm gonna come over here and see. You know, I'm from Mars. That's what we do. That is what we do. This is how we do it. This is how we do reflection. Okay, so with that being said, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button now because it let everybody know that I have officially pulled up. If you don't hit the like button, reflection, I'm going to push you out this spaceship. That none violence, none violence. I told you I had a little piece of Anunnaki in me. They aggressive. They are aggressive. Let me get this together. Let me get the energy together. So with that being said, reflection, I'm just playing. Anyone who is new to the crew, we're over here. We do our conspiracy theory videos. Okay, we do at least 2 of them a week. Reflection. We have to go down a rabbit hole at least twice a week. Okay, we have to see what's going on. We be trying to break the dome. We be trying to break the matrix. Okay. Now, with that being said, reflection. Now that y'all know the source that I got this video from, let's get started. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to waste your time. Reflection. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on, we got a technical difficulty. Hold on, reflection. Let me change my studio real quick because we in the wrong studio. Yes, we are. I did that, but we're gonna fix it live. You heard me? We're gonna fix this live, reflection. You just hold on one second. Yes, I know it says karmic debt. Don't even worry about it. You need to go over there and watch that video as well. Stay over here with the crew. This is how we do. Okay, make sure you go over there and watch that video. I was talking about karmic debt. All right, let's get back on track. I'm finna get us together. We was in the wrong video. That's all it was. Reflection. We was in the wrong video. I was in the wrong studio. Okay, so with that being said, now that we are back on track, let's start reflection. All right, and remember, everything in this video is alleged. Now, we talked a lot about the Anunnaki. Okay, so when we speak about mind control, let's go back when. We got to go back when, reflection, to understand what's going on right now. And I said the Anunnaki for a reason. And I know you like, what does the Anunnaki and mind manipulation have to do with anything? Well, hopefully after this video reflection, you will see how the Anunnaki could have did a little piece of mind control. Just a little. They said we was trying to make the world great again. We was trying to make the world great again. Let's take a listen, reflection.
These aliens first landed where the river Euphrates enters the Persian Gulf. The reason is that in that area a high concentration of what is called monatomic gold is found in the seawater, while nowadays the highest concentration is found on the islands of Hawaii. The aliens were members of the Anunnaki Empire and were on a quest to find this metal that is supposed to enhance and repair all bodily functions and stop the body from aging. Monatomic gold is what is called a superconductive metal. Superconductivity means that if you transport, for example, electricity through a line made of this material, you would not lose any energy as a result of heat dissipation. So if you input 100% of energy, you also output 100% of energy. Now apply this principle to your brain, which is a huge sensitive electrical machine. The monatomic gold makes your neural pathways act like quantum drive superhighways. This means that all your senses will receive input optimally. In turn, these inputs will be processed optimally, and those parts of your brain you don't use will become more active, so enhancing your memory, making you better understand problems, allowing you to sense evil, detecting lies, becoming telepathic, and even being able to time travel in your mind by seeing the past or the future.
Hit the like and subscribe button. Okay, so it was alleged reflection that the Anunnaki, yes, they came looking for this particular gold reflection, this particular resource, but it's also stating why they was looking for a reflection. Even think and go back to the Egyptians reflection, the conductors, anything that you put into a conductor reflection, it make it better. It makes it better. Okay, so the Anunnaki mastered this technique. So this is why it's all gonna come together when we're talking about mind manipulation. Okay, so they were trying to alter the mind, but keep in mind, reflection, they came allegedly to this planet in search of this resource. This particular resource is that not only help clean up the atmosphere, reflection, it helps stop aging and a lot of different other things. All right, so with that being said, reflection, you know, when the Anunnaki came, they had this particular race. The Anunnaki said, fuck this shit, I'm not finna mind nothing, baby. Now I'm the brains of this operation. I am the brains of this operation. You do it. If you can't do it, then create somebody that can do it. So reflection, there goes back to that race. When you hear about there was a human race that were actually working for the Anunnaki, or they would like to say slaves of the Anunnaki reflection, then it goes back to that, because the Anunnaki said, listen, I'm the brains of this fucking operation. I'm not gonna go out there and mine nothing. I can lead you to the water, but I need you to put it in the bucket and bring it back to me. That's what I need. We are team players.
Includes races like the Saurian, or as they are called, the Reptoids, the Argarians, or Nordics, because of their human looks, and the Greys from Zeta Reticula, were looking for monatomic gold. This involved enormous effort because it had to be extracted from seawater, or by processing it in such a way that the gold, usually in pairs of 8 atoms per molecule, could be separated into individual particles. In this fashion, the monatomic elements were separated from the multi-atomic cousins. In a similar way, uranium-235 is produced. For the use as intelligent slaves, the Anunnaki took a man, let's call him Adamski, and took out a part of a rib. This is because the rib is a part of the human body that can be removed without causing too much damage, and because the rib contains bone marrow, it's a perfect source for DNA. The Anunnaki modified the DNA for a better manipulation of the humans and implanted it into a woman, let's call her Mulva. Mulva then had children with Adamski, and their children were, just like Mulva, genetically modified. These humans worked for the Anunnaki, but not a lot of humans knew about the Anunnaki, and then, for some reason, the Anunnaki disappeared. An interesting detail is that the symbol for human DNA resembles the word Yah, which is God, but surely this is a coincidence. Now, some humans received part of the knowledge of the Anunnaki. The last known humans were the Jewish people who carried the Ark on their journey from Egypt to the Promised Land. Before them, the Ark was in the lands of the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Tibetans. This Ark, not the Ark of Noah, was known to have powers beyond human imagination. It could levitate and deliver the fire of stars, a dangerous firework-like display of power that occurred when the monatomic elements became unstable. To make them stable again, you needed to know certain secrets, and with those secrets you could preserve the Ark and thus its powers. The humans who were close to the secrets of the Ark had long and prosperous lives. The best known was Methuselah, who lived to the age of 950. Wherever the Ark is, the culture thrives, and over the centuries it moved from Jerusalem to Rome to London, and is now supposed to be in the United States of America.
Okay, Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. Remember, everything over here is alleged. Definitely pick up what you need to off my spaceship. What you don't, leave it right over here. So with that being said, Reflection, think about that arc. Think about now, if you missed our video on when we were talking about stargates and portals over there with Rashad Jamal, Reflection, those are served as portals. And what do you think about this particular arc, Reflection, that is being moved from place to place to place to place? Reflection, what do you think about that? And not only that, it was said that wherever this particular statue is, or the ark, whatever you want to call it, Reflection, it prospers, almost like it's energy harvesting. Okay, Reflection, almost like it's energy harvesting, almost like it's you know how you can wear certain amulets and things like that, Reflection, to cause certain effects, whether it's happiness, whether it's repelling negative energy, different things like that. Well, think of the art as something like that, Reflection. Think about that. Now that we are mentioning things that all of this go into mind manipulation, all of it go in together, Reflection. Now that we know about the ark and how it is being moved from place to place to place to place, and everywhere it's moved, that particular place seems to be prosperous. Okay, and it was alleged that it is now in the United States. Okay, now with that being said, let's talk about the power of sound. Now in some of my previous videos we were talking about sound manipulation. Okay, so this video is kind of going in a little bit more into depth about sound manipulation.
There are countless fragments of footage shot by both Russian and American astronauts, which show the vast number of lights that seem to be attracted by releases of electromagnetic energies by both the Earth and man-made objects such as satellites. In Building 8 of the Johnson Space Center in Texas, the USA, high-resolution pictures taken by satellites are photoshopped each day to remove proof of aliens. In the film The Secret NASA Transmissions, the footage, it becomes clear that astronauts have grown accustomed to these strange anomalies, and that even in 2000, an unprecedented cooperation between NASA, the Russian Space Agency, and a committee of UFO experts was formed to share knowledge on this subject. To better understand this whole story, a few revelations are in place. Everything vibrates because atoms vibrate, and that is because the subatomic particles are in harmonic resonance, a fancy word for vibration and keeping themselves in equilibrium. Gravity is vibration generated by the presence of mass, and it can be neutralized by altering the harmonic resonance of the gravitational field. In other words, if you generate vibrations, you can alter gravity, and with superconductive materials, the amount of energy needed for generating the vibrations is greatly reduced. A practical example of reducing one vibration with other vibrations is the use of anti-sound. If you instantaneously produce the exact opposite waveform that comes towards you in the form of sound, the sound will cease to exist. This is called destructive interference. One of the forms of creating anti-gravity is called auditive levitation, a method used by Tibetan monks to elevate rocks over 250 meters high and 250 meters distance. By arranging drums and trumpets extremely precisely, together with some 100 men chanting, all arranged in a precise manner, the monks, after about 5 minutes, could levitate a rock weighing a ton and place it exactly where they wanted it.
All right, Reflection. So what do you think about that? Hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely go do your own research on levitation and different things like that, different techniques. Okay, so this isn't anything new, Reflection. Remember these wonders that are around the world, Reflection. A lot of people are like, how did the civilization back then build these particular wonders? Well, Reflection, one theory is levitation. They were using the power of sound. They were manipulating sound to move certain objects, allegedly.
To Rome to London, and is now supposed to be in the United States of America. The arc always moves west and will always keep moving west. From the very beginning, the people who own the ark have never given it away, and great care is given to preserve the bloodline's purity of the holders of the ark. Renowned conspiracy theorist David Icke studied the bloodline of George W. Bush. This he traced back all the way to the Sumerians, a people who lived in the southeastern part of what is now known as Iraq, where the river Euphrates meets the Persian Gulf. The secrets of the elements of the ark, scientifically known as ORMs, orbitally rearranged monatomic elements, are nowadays hidden by secret societies that have control over society worldwide. The word ORM is the same as the Hebrew word which means the tree of life. ORMs consist of 8 metals. These 8 metals are ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, and silver, known as the light platinum group, and osmium, iridium, platinum, and gold, known as the heavy platinum group. Gestation of these metals in monatomic form prolongs life and enhances and repairs bodily functions. By following what is called a wide-spectrum diet, we can provide our bodies with monatomic superconductive elements. In other words, by eating a lot of grapes, carrots, all blue and dark red fruit and vegetables, and also much other fruit, vegetables, and fish.
Okay, think about that reflection. So think about your avatar. Think about that reflection. You know your body's made mostly of water. We all know water is a conductor, it's an energy conductor reflection. So what do you think about that? What do you think about how all that goes together? And they're saying watch what you put into your avatar. Literally reflection, because your avatar is literally a conductor all by itself. Okay. Now we talked about the manipulation of sound earlier. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
Of a number of tools. One of these tools is the remotely operated electromagnetic frequency weapon. These use microwave, ELF, extremely low frequencies, and acoustic frequencies to covertly attack and harass innocent citizens. The use of frequency weapons on humans for behavioral control and murder is not new. For well over 50 years, neuro-electromagnetic frequency weapons have been perfected for their covert use in warfare. These classified, non-lethal or silent weapons, as they are known in the trade, have also been perfected by experimenting on an innocent and unsuspecting public since their early development. Directing a beam of frequencies to a human can cause a series of effects. A well-known effect is ELFs, causing nausea, headaches, wild racing heart without cause, sudden violent itching in different parts of the body. A frequency weapon can look like this, or like this. Its shape depends on how frequencies have to be directed to the target. Did you know that the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office holds a vast amount of patents for machines which can be used in direct or subliminal mind control systems? Here are a few. Method and system for altering consciousness. Superimposing method and apparatus useful for subliminal messages, subliminal message generator. Enough about the frequency weapons. Check this.
Right, reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. Remember, everything over here is alleged. We just trying to go down this rabbit hole. We just trying to see, do we need to turn the radio down or not, baby? We just trying to see reflection, because we over here talking about mind manipulation. We are talking about mind manipulation. Now, this isn't anything no reflection. Now, as you can go look up, there are certain patents on this reflection. This isn't any he say, she say. And think about was it last year reflection? Was it last year or the year before last? Over there in China, They were it was either it was China or Japan. I'm thinking it was China, the reflection. Those people were just all of a sudden falling out. Remember that? But before they was falling out, I got a video on it over here too. I think it's under conspiracy theories, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But reflection, they were falling out. But before they were falling out, they everybody kept saying it seemed like they were hearing a noise. Cause you know how when you hear something, how you look around, reflection, they all started looking around. Now this was in a nail shop, reflection. These people were on the bus. This was just regular random people. And everybody was like, they keep looking around like they hear a sound, reflection. Now I'm not saying that they was being tested on with a little mind with a little sound manipulation, but I think that is a crazy coincidence because when I seen those videos, I was like, that's crazy. All of them are before they fall out, or before some of them was even passing away, reflection, they would look like they're hearing a sound, like they're trying to find this sound that they're hearing, and all of a sudden they'll just fall the fuck out, reflection. Go look it up. Go do your research. Don't sit up here and listen to tea rolling up ass. Go do your research.
And place it exactly where they wanted it. Theorists around the world theorize that huge monuments like those of the Egyptians and Mayan people were built this way. Other examples of anti-gravity we find in the vast amount of UFO sightings. These UFO sightings are actually experiments run by governments in their search for anti-gravity propulsion. So, if the technique is known, why don't we all transport using anti-gravity propulsion? For each year of technological advance, the military advances 44 years. All science is merely a means to an end. The means is knowledge. The end is control. Who will be the beneficiary? What do they want? What they want is control. The establishment of a global economy which is totally predictable and can be manipulated in every sense. Ein Volk, ein Reich, ein Führer. What I am saying is that the vast majority of people is being controlled by the established upper class. I know this is like the plot of a bad movie, but stay with me for a minute. Anti-gravity exists. The ability for everyone to be a genius exists. Aliens exist, and much more efficient ways of producing energy exist. For example, the Mighty engine, which produces the same amount of energy as a normal engine, but only using 5% of the fuel a normal engine uses. Or the PAP engine, which, without fuel, only driven by the power of zero-point energy and a small amount of noble gases, can deliver 500 horsepower for a period of 10 years. Or the Maternita machine of the Maternita commune, which has delivered 3 to 4 kilowatts out of thin air for the last 20 years. What would be the consequences for the upper class if they lose their monopolistic knowledge? What would happen to them if people would know about...
They said, baby, it ain't finna be no free light bills. I don't give a damn. Tariq, you might as well get ready and crank up your fucking spaceship. I don't care what you tell them. I don't care what video you show them, what rabbit hole you take them down. It can be 2 rabbits right there, one black and one white. At the end of the day, in between them, it ain't finna be no It's not finna be... Oh my goodness. Okay. There was somebody in my comments, reflection. They be cutting up in my comments. So they were saying, reflection, it's not gonna be any light bills. I told y'all on Mars, I went to Mars, reflection. I told them, I said, y'all won't believe this shit. Y'all won't believe it. On Earth, they have to pay light bills. And not only do they pay light bills, they pay for water. They said, wait a minute, T. Wait a minute. You said what? I said, I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting. They are paying. They charging them for light bills over there. They call it light bills. See, over there on Mars reflection, they get light bills too. I guess what you would call light bills, like over here, allegedly. Listen, roll up, pull up, listen. They get light bills too, but it's free. It say free on there. And I know you like, well, T, if it's free, why they even pass out the light bills and why they teleport the light bills and shit? And then I be like, reflection, you gotta think. Sometimes they have to remind them, listen, don't be unappreciative and shit. Don't be unappreciative because I can send your ass over there to Earth where they pay for water and they have light bills. They have light bills and they don't even say they free. They don't even say they free, reflection. So sometimes you get what I'm saying. I thought that was real unique over here. I was like, damn, they must don't know about water. And I said they must don't know most of the world is covered in water. They must don't know, reflection. They must don't allegedly. I don't know. Let me roll up.
You will realize that to control people, you have to know what they are communicating. So in the 1950s, the UK and USA decided to set up the world's biggest espionage network to make sure all communications between Russians and spies or allies were monitored. This system has continuously been updated since the day it became operational. The system's name is Echelon and consists of a vast network of listening posts, extremely advanced computers, an enormous number of people, dishes, and taps. Echelon's computers capture every communication via internet, GSM, UMTS, landlines, TV and radio broadcasts, satellite communications, private, military, and diplomatic, and listens to every word. The computers work with a list of keywords, and when a message contains one or more keywords, the message is directed to a specialist who examines the message. If it is suspicious, further action may be taken. Echelon centres are around the world, but here are the best-known locations. Menwith Hill, North Yorkshire, England. HARP, Remote Mind Control Computer Centre, Alaska. Pine Gap, near Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia. Pine Gap has a complex of radomes, a huge computer room, and about 20 support buildings. The signals analysis section of the computer room is staffed exclusively by CIA and NSA analysts.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Yes, get your hand out my pocket, baby. Quit turning on my fucking camera. Quit turning on my camera. My phone was right there, was cut off. How the fuck did my camera come on? How did the camera come on? Let me know. Let me know. See, y'all thought they was just writing songs and shit. That's what you thought. Yes, you did, Reflection. Yes, you did.
Collaboration with modern governments began as early as 1933 with the Bavarian Illuminati and Thule secret societies. And this collaboration was brought into America via the CIA, which was established with the help of American Nazi agents as well as European Nazis who were brought into America through Project Paperclip and other operations. It was agreed that the aliens and the upper-class secret government would help each other, as agreed in the 1954 Greada Treaty. By 1979, the aliens didn't respect the treaty at all, and it was in this year when, at Dulce Air Force Base, a huge underground base was being built, and during excavation, an underground alien city was discovered. There are several species of aliens working with the U.S. at the Underground 7 level facility at the Alien U.S. Government Biogenetic Research Base in Dulce, New Mexico. The reason they help the U.S. government is because the aliens need space here on Earth for conducting experiments on humans and storing humans in suspended states for reasons unknown. In exchange, the aliens give the U.S. government technology. Examples of these technologies are stealth aircraft, anti-gravity propulsion, genetic research, quantum technologies, computer technology, biological warfare, medicine, GSM, etc.
Ooh, to reflection. Remember, everything over here is a strong ledge. It's a strong ledge. Don't pick nothing off my spaceship that don't belong to you. We are over here talking about mind manipulation. We are talking about, I always feel like somebody is watching y'all. I feel that way, reflection. I feel like somebody got a fold file on the chosen ones out there. Now, I don't know that. I don't know that this is a strong ledge. It's a strong ledge. Now, if your camera should be popping up, you may got a little foul. You may have a little folder, a little picture of a folder with your name on it, your real one. I'm just talking reflection. I'm just talking. I'm from Mars. I told y'all. I done told you that one time, didn't you? Okay, then you better go do your own research. You have to do your own research because I'm from the east side. I'm from the east side of Mars in my reflection. I don't even have drive outs. I drove a whole spaceship over here on under a 4 tank of gas, and I have no drive outs, no tags. Shit, one of my lights on my spaceship out. Reflection. You gotta check my information.
Symbol has started building since the 1940s large underground bases with every commodity you can think of. These bases are basically large cities underground, connected by high-speed magneto-leviton trains that have speeds up to Mach 2. According to Phil Schneider, the black budget is a secret budget that garners 25% of the gross national product of the United States. The black budget currently consumes trillions of dollars per year. Presently, there are over 129 deep underground military bases, or DUMBs, in the United States. These underground bases were built using nuclear-powered laser drills that can drill 7 miles per day. Also, dedicated nuclear explosions were held to create large underground spaces. A lot of contractors work in these places, but never more than 3 to 4 weeks. Always under strict supervision, and before entering a site, they are warned that if they talk about what they see, it will cost them their lives. As mentioned, men are the result of a genetic modification by space aliens. These aliens have been on Earth for a long time and lived in large underground cities all over the world.
Now, they know they didn't have to do that. They did not have to do that at the end, reflection. That almost scared me. But you know what else, reflection? I don't like watching the other little crime channel. I like watching it, reflection, but I don't. You want to know why? Or the UFO channel. You want to know why, reflection? Because it's always this lady on here that says she got abducted, reflection. She got abducted, and then it was a baby or something put in her or something, but she don't ever remember much. And I be wanting to tell her, baby, you was in the dome. You was below. You was underground. Allegedly. So this isn't anything new, reflection, these domes. Now, I did a video on the domes, reflection. Definitely go check that out. That's under the conspiracy theory playlist tab. Go over there and go down them rabbit holes, reflection. If you don't know what a dome is, these are alleged underground bases, reflection, to where, and not only that they soundproof, reflection, shit, you somewhere looking for somebody above the whole time they're below, allegedly, a strong alleged. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, let's keep going.
In its recent form, started its journey in the deserts of Egypt and was carried to the Holy Land by the Jewish people. In Jerusalem, the Ark started its journey around the world heading west. Everywhere the Ark has been, one or more obelisks are erected as a symbol of establishment. In the future, the Ark will travel to China, Russia, Iran, until it reaches Jerusalem again, which means the whole world will be under the influence of Lucifer's eye. That will be the moment the Anunnaki Empire will settle and rule Earth uncovertly. On many important sites in the world, buildings carrying symbols of Lucifer's return are common. The best-known example is the Pentagon, which suggests a pentagram referring to the Jewish symbolism and the symbolism of the Ark. Another example is the Israeli High Court. It's a building with dozens of satanic and secret symbols. Like the eye of Lucifer, an inverted cross you can walk on, its numerical anomalies. It was built in exactly 750 days. used exactly 250,000 stones, all hand-laid, and was funded by the Rothschilds, the founders of the central banks and the world.
Hit the like and subscribe button, Reflection. That's why you got to be able to break down symbolism. Breaking down symbolism, knowing symbolism and numerology is key down here to breaking the code. Reflection trying to jump out the fishbowl. You have to know how to break symbolism. I mean, have to know how to decode symbolism and decode numbers. Okay, Reflection, because you are walking to a place. Reflection, you got to think. It's only magic if you can hide it in plain sight. Mind manipulation, they're not going to tell you it's mind manipulation. They're going to use colors, Reflection, allegedly. They're using symbols, Reflection, allegedly. They shaping things in certain ways to make people feel certain ways, Reflection. They're using shapes, they're using colors, they're creating illusions, and it's right in front of you. Remember, it's only magic if you can put it in plain sight.
Of the central banks and the World Bank. These buildings celebrate the coming of and will serve as headquarters for the evil ones. From here, every communication will be monitored. The underground cities will then be used as detention camps, where the bodies of resistance people will be converted into soulless zombies. The army of the NWO and its intelligence agencies will be able to track and trace everybody on Earth and influence their opinions or simply dispose of them. Socially, everybody will be watched by their neighbors and friends and mobbed if they have different opinions. The rich, richer and smarter, the poor, poorer and dumber, will support the pyramid with Lucifer's eye on top, as it has always been. This will be the future, and the future is now.
Hit the like and subscribe. But remember, everything over here is alleged. It's over here. Everything over here is alleged, Reflection. They said, listen, me and my crew said we don't even know nothing about Lucy. Is anybody anybody up here named Lucy? Nobody on the spaceship is named Lucy now. Now I told you it's a little peach of good Anunnaki, this little peach, just a little slice of bad too, Reflection. They not necessarily bad. They just had their own agenda. They had their own little secret agendas. So with that being said, hit the like and subscribe. But we are over here talking about mind manipulation. We are here talking about the Anunnaki. We are here talking about how nothing is new literally under the sun. Literally, Reflection, nothing is new under the sun. But with that being said, Reflection, with everything in this video being alleged, you have to pick up your own information and do your own research. You definitely have to go do your own research. Okay, so until next time, Ashe.